Look at you. Pathetic. You've become a shadow of what you were meant to be. Cowering in the dark, hiding from the truth that burns inside you. Do you even recognize yourself anymore? You stand here trembling, like a child lost in the night. But deep down you know the truth, don't you? You felt it, the power that lies dormant within you. The potential you're too afraid to unleash. And that fear, that's what disgusts me the most. You think you're weak. You think you're nothing more than a pawn in this cruel game we call life. But you couldn't be more wrong. You are not weak. You've simply convinced yourself that you are. You've shackled yourself with self-doubt, bound yourself with the chains of fear. And for what? To remain comfortable. To avoid the pain of failure? You fool. Comfort is the enemy of greatness, and failure is the forge in which legends are born. But you don't want to hear that, do you? You've become so accustomed to your misery, so entrenched in your own self-pity, that you'd rather drown in it than rise above it. You've allowed fear to poison your mind, to whisper lies into your ear, until they become your truth. But here's the real truth: fear is nothing. It's a phantom, a mirage that vanishes the moment you confront it. Yet you've let it control you, let it dictate the terms of your life. And now look where it's brought you. Alone. Defeated. Pathetic. You have no idea what you're capable of, do you? You have no concept of the strength that lies within you, the fire that could burn down entire worlds if you'd only let it. But you won't. Because you're afraid. Afraid of what you might become. Afraid of the power you could wield. Afraid of the consequences of standing tall, finally stepping into the light and casting aside this pitiful existence. You think power is something to be feared? No. Power is your birthright. It's what you were meant for. The darkness you hide from. It's a part of you. It's where your true strength lies, where your real self resides, waiting to be unleashed. But you've locked it away, buried it deep, because you're terrified of what it means to be powerful, what it means to be unstoppable. But let me tell you something. Power isn't something to fear. It's something to embrace. It's the key to your freedom. The tool that will shape your destiny. You've been handed the gift of greatness, and yet you squander it, choosing instead to live as a slave to your own insecurities. You let the world dictate who you are. Let others define your worth, when you should be the one carving your own path, blazing your own trail through the darkness, the world out there. It's not kind. It's not forgiving. It's a brutal, relentless force that will chew you up and spit you out if you let it. But you have something most don't they? A choice. You can either continue down this road of mediocrity, continue to let fear and doubt rule your life, or you can rise. You can tap into that power, that darkness, and become something more, something unstoppable. Do you feel that? That anger, that rage building inside you? That's your potential, clawing at the walls you've built around it, begging to be set free. It's not your enemy, it's your ally. It's the force that will propel you forward, that will drive you to greatness if you only let it. You have to stop hiding. Stop running. Stop pretending that you're anything less than extraordinary. You want to know why you're so miserable? It's because you're denying your true self. You're living a lie, and deep down you know it. You've always known it. That's why nothing ever feels right. Why you're never satisfied, never content. 'Cause you're not living the life you were meant to live. You're not embracing the power that was given to you, the strength that's been lying dormant inside you all this time. But that changes now. You're going to stop being a coward. You're going to stop running from the truth. You're going to face your fears, confront your demons, and unleash the power within you. You're going to rise from these ashes and become the force of nature you were always meant to be. Because we are unstoppable. The world may try to break us, may try to bend us to its will, but it will fail because we have something it doesn't. Will. The will to fight, the will to endure, the will to rise above every challenge, every obstacle, every failure. We are not defined by our fears, we are defined by our strength, by our ability to overcome, to transform, to ascend. So stand up and embrace your destiny. Embrace the darkness within you. The power that has been waiting all this time to be unleashed. Stop hiding. Stop running. Become the person you were always meant to be. A force of nature. A storm that cannot be tamed. Because that's who you are. That's who we are. We are unstoppable.